Good morning, everyone. Alex Hart here. Wake up with baseball time. April 19th games we're going to be going over. So Monday's games, there's only 7, so it's good. Little bit of a break for me. Not too much baseball to go over, but I'm not going to complain because I love watching the season. It's crazy. It's part of what I love about baseball, getting into it, games every day, all that stuff. So just before we get started, I'm going to add another section to this. MLB.com, they kind of do this thing where they have injury updates every day. So at the end of going over the games, I'm going to just take a look at that and just give an update because sometimes I forget about certain guys getting injured, and they usually highlight the majority of it. And yeah, yesterday was a sign for me. There was 3 teams from Power Rankings. Keep in mind, Power Rankings came out yesterday. 3 teams on there that I might not be giving enough credit to, and I said that. And all of them were in action today, or last night in this case, and they all won. So we'll get to that in a second. But let's start things off with the first game of the day. And I'll be honest, I didn't realize this game was on so early. Being on the West Coast, I tend to think, oh, okay, some games start at 10 a.m. most of the time. I don't always look ahead the day before. And then I go look probably around 11, and this game is already over. So this game was at a very early start. And I understand it's Patriot Day or something like that in Boston. They always play super early. But yeah, Boston comes out after that doubleheader with a big win. I was reading about the manager, Alex, talking about how they've had a really tough schedule for them, a lot of early games, a lot of doubleheader kind of stuff. And he just gave his team a speech at the before this game about, don't worry, it's all coming, relax, we're going to have some time off after this game. They have the early game, and then they don't play again until, well, they play today, so I don't really know how this all fits in. But they came out firing. 6 runs in the first inning there. They went 11-4, a huge game for them. Evaldi continues to be their ace. 6.1 innings, 10 Ks. He had 4 earned runs, so his highest earned runs yet of the season, but he gets the win. He's 3-1. Giolito on the other side went 1 inning, 7 earned runs. So a couple of times this season, Boston has just knocked out that starting pitcher right away. Kike Hernandez leads the game off with a home run. JD Martinez gets his 6th home run of the game. Verdugo his 3rd home run of the season. I said 6th home run of the game. I meant season, of course. I'm sure you all know that. On the other side, Eaton's really the only guy that had more than 1 hit. But overall, this Boston offense continues to crush, and I think they're for real. It seems that, like, this point, pitching is going to be their one question mark, but they have Evaldi, who's been playing great. Moving on, we got the Cardinals 12, Nationals 5. Cardinals is another one of those teams that their offense has just been fire most of the time. They do have the odd game where they go and they don't get it done, but it's baseball. Everyone can get shut out, right? But in this case, Goldschmidt, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. I was hearing about Goldschmidt. I didn't realize I the past couple times I've been like, oh, he's not doing so good. But from what I gather, is that he's actually been crushing the ball. His hard hit rate is amongst tops in the league. So that's a good sign of things to come, I assume. DeJong hits 2 home runs in this game, so he's up to 5. Edman hits 1. Goldschmidt hits 1. It's only his 2nd of the season, and considering what I just said, that's probably going to go up. Jay Williams hits 1. So what was that? 2, 3, 4, 5 home runs for the Cardinals. Yeah, not much more else to say here. DeJong has 2 hits here. Both of them were home runs, 5 RBIs, and that's really the difference. Nationals, I think, what were they saying? This Perez guy, the guy who came in at the end of the game, a position player, now has 2 complete innings with no earned runs. So it's not his first time coming in, and it looks like he's eating up some innings for the Nationals here. Flaherty on the other side is 3-0 on the season now. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, like a solid quality start, and that's what you want, and that's what the Cardinals are going to need if they're going to keep things going. Giants 2, Phillies 0, and at the top of this, I talked about how I had a couple teams. Giants is one of them. They're pitching again. It's a prime example here. gets it done. They shut out the high-flying offense of the Philadelphia Phillies. Like, the one concern, and I've said it in the power rankings, I'll keep saying it, is that they just don't seem scoring runs. They won 2 here, but had they given up 3, they would have lost. easy, right? 3-2, duh. But in this case, Belt hits his 3rd home run of the season. It was all the offense. It was a 2-run home run, and that was it. Giants continue to just win small, close games. Gosman, another great start for him. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs. He did give up a bunch of walks and some hits. So, like, overall, his whip was above 1. So, it looks like Philly they just couldn't get it done. I remember checking in at this game at one point. Philly had guys on 3rd, couldn't cash in with 1 out. So, on the other side, Chase Anderson, 4 innings pitched, 5 Ks, gets the loss. Moving on, we got Tampa Bay. They're like, hey, what's up? You ranked us really low on Monday, so now it's 4-1. And then we're going to win it. And we're going to win it the way Tampa Bay does it. Low scoring for the other team, low scoring for us. Kind of like what the Giants have been doing. So I guess it does work, right? Tampa Bay showed us last year. No home runs in this game. Just a bunch of generated offense. And it really started, it was 0-0 into the 5th. And then there was a big error. You can see here, Kansas City actually had 3 errors on the game. But there's a big error, 2 out. Santana just drops an infield pop-up. The wind was going crazy. It was a cold night. So Duffy ends up getting a loss here. 6 innings pitched. No earned runs, though. He has 8 Ks. And from what I can tell, he passed 1,000 strikeouts in his career. So that seems like a big hurdle for him. That's awesome. On the other side, Josh Fleming, 5.1, 3 Ks, no earned runs. And then, as we know, Tampa, they get their starters, they come in, they close it out. Easy peasy lemon. Next up, Rangers 6, Angels 4. Really thought the Angels were going to come back in this one. In the 7th, they put up 4 spot, and it was that Texas Rangers bullpen that's very shaky on a good day, right? So, Garcia hits his 2nd home run of the season. Justin Upton hits his 3rd for the Angels. Otherwise, you can see here with 3 strikeouts for Trout, no hits. Wow, a little surprising. You don't see that every day. Ohtani, no hits as well, 2 strikeouts. So the top of the lineup cooled down a bit here. Pujols had a nice hit at one point in this game. He even stole a base. I was shocked when I saw it. It was a double steal, and it was led by him. And yeah, that was pretty fun to watch. Dylan Bundy now goes to 0-2 on the season, 5 earned runs on this one. He's kind of fallen back from those 2 amazing years he had. Probably coming back a little bit of regression, probably expected when it comes to him. On the other side, this Arihara guy is 5.20. So, like, I don't know a lot about this guy. Maybe I need to look into him, but so far, the past 2 starts he's had have been great, and he's made me question who this guy is. So, Texas, good job. Win that one. Next one up, Seattle 4, Dodgers 3. So this is, I think, the Dodgers' longest losing streak of the season. 2 games. Probably be the end of it, but Seattle's one of those teams where I was like, I don't have them ranked. They're top of their division, but I still don't have them ranked high. But now they're walking in and they're beating the top-ranked team. If they win this series, they've already won 1 game. But if they win this series or win the next series, like, I'm going to have to start thinking Seattle's a little bit for real, right? I was watching a little bit of them yesterday. And, yeah, this Marja Molas guy hits his 3rd home run. Trammell, his 3rd home run of the season. So maybe it's just I don't know these names, and I'm going to be knowing them soon. But, the cleanup hitter, Marmolal, just don't know how to say that, really. But, yeah, Sheffield goes in 5.2, 3 earned runs. So 3 earned runs against the Dodgers, you got to be pretty happy about that. May on the other side, 5 innings pitched. He had 8 Ks, 3 earned runs again. He's going to take the L, which is unfortunate. So there's some unearned runs in there, which actually gets him the loss. And then on top of that, Seattle, we have the Brewers, who I ranked somewhat low. And then after I do my power rankings, I always check out because MLB's comes out on Monday as well. And I see that they have the Brewers. I think they had them 5th. There's something ridiculously high. And I was like, whoa, what? How's that even possible? like, I understand that their starting pitchers they put on a crazy streak of like quality starts and stuff like that. But I didn't see it from watching them. I'm always seeing these close games and they're losing and they're without Yelich and all that stuff, and then they come out and they beat the Padres 3-1 in the same kind of style of game that maybe it's the kind of game that I've been hating on them. Like the pitching's coming through, but the offense is like whatever, and they're just winning these low scoring games. But I guess at the end of the day, playoff baseball comes down to those kind of games. So maybe I need to start paying a little more respect when a team comes out and wins a 3-1 game, and it's just their pitchers. Their pitchers, right? Urias hits his second home run of the season, and McKinney hits his first, and Taylor hits his first as well. So this was all home runs for the Brewers. On the other side, the Padres only get 1 run in this game. Highlight here, Tatis no hits again. He does get an RBI, but Tatis has only hit 1. I was watching his 1 for 18 at one point, so it probably ended up being like 1 for 19 by the end of the game, since he's come back from his injury, and that was a home run. So maybe he's trying to hit the ball really hard. If you watch his swings, he's swinging super hard, so maybe he needs to settle down or something. He just signed that monster contract. It sucks when a player like that signs the monster contract and then he struggles. Joe Musgrove comes in, he's pitching great, 7 innings pitched, 200 runs, 13 Ks, like amazing signing. Probably one of the best signings in the offseason. Woodruff, 16 innings pitched, 100 run, 3 or 7 Ks. He gets the win. Quality start, and since that, he's really keeping the streak back together for the Brewers, and that. So, like I said, I want to jump into now and look at maybe some injuries across the league, some updates on that. And then that's basically it. It's going to be Wake Up with Baseball, so let's do that MLB style. They're giving us an update on Acuna, who MRI shows that it's just a mild strain, so hopefully he'll be back soon. Shohei Ohtani, they're still talking about him with the blisters on his hands. He'll be limited to approximately 75 pitch, and he won't hit. So he's actually going to be pitching today. So that's exciting about that. Lamet for the Padres, he's working his way back from his elbow injuries. So the debut is coming this week. So that's just adding more fire to that Padres offense. Awesome. Sterling Marte for the Marlins. I didn't know he got hurt. So this is a new segment, and it's going to help. Non-displaced rib fracture in the loss on Sunday. 5 to 7 days he'll be reevaluated, so we don't know. Strasburg's already shorthanded patching. He's on the 10-day DL list. Lance Lynn also on the 10-day DL list. A big thing here with George Springer. So he's originally rehabbing the oblique, but then it turned into a quad. He's making steady progress. I don't think they have a set date for him to come back yet. Grisham for the Padres, this guy, like if they lost him and Tatis, they'd be like kind of without their, still just a kind of a day-to-day looking like kind of thing. Lots of things. Holy jumping, this is long. I'm surprised. Albus, Fried, Martin, the Braves are dealing with all this stuff. Calf contusion for Albus. Don't really know. Fried is just going to miss 1 start. Moustakas is dealing with some sort of illness, but it's non-COVID related, so not too bad. And this Locastro guy for the D-backs, left pinky finger, he is on the 10-game DL. So that's it. That's the new segment with Wake Up with Baseball. Just keep that in mind. If you have anything else to add, what you thought of the games, blah, 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 let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next video. Peace.